everybody. It is November 1st, the Monday, the start of the week. I'm KibbyRose, and welcome to my Monday morning sprint sessions. I see we've got people popping into the comments, but just in case anybody pops in that's new, let me give you a little rundown of how I run things here. I am a writer by day, a psychic by night, so I like mixing up a little bit of my psychic work with my writing stuff. I do 4 25-minute sprints, but with a start out of a 10-minute sprint to get our day organized. I do little 5-7-minute talking sessions in between. I try not to go overboard. I might a little bit today because I don't have to work. Today is my day off from the regular day job. So I'm going to pop into the comments because we've already got people coming in. Good morning, Devin. Devin, our savior, our NaNoWriMo scheduling god of wonderfulness. If you guys have not checked out his channel, for anybody who's new, and you're doing any of the NaNoWriMo stuff that everybody on the Authortube is prepping for, he's got playlists galore of all of the sprint sessions that are going on, like my stream with Sako, BC, Lisa Daly. There's so many. Oh my gosh, Morgan. There's Morgan Hazelwood. There's Amber. There's so many that I follow and I sprint to on a daily basis, and his list is the list that I reference. So if you want to check that out. And good morning, Mint Ghost. Wonderful to see you. Maybe we can continue a little bit of our conversation from earlier. I was rather enjoying our little read session that we were doing. Good morning, Cora. Hello, lady. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm so glad that everybody is coming in. I know that everybody is super busy for Nano, and I know that everybody is doing the start today because today is the official, I guess, start day. I don't know. It is for me anyway. I rested the last couple of days and didn't do any writing and kind of came up with more of a plan of what I'm going to do. And now it's time to do it. So I would love to know what everybody else is working on. If you're working on Nano or, whatever writing, or if you're just doing regular house stuff. That's why I also call these prolific sprints, because there's some days that, getting laundry done and cleaning the house and doing the dishes is just as effective as doing everything else that we do on here. So let me know what y'all are working on. If y'all don't mind, we're going to start on our first 10-minute sprint and get things organized and set. I have to kind of pick up a couple details before I start my writing sprint. So that's what I'm going to be doing for my 10 minutes. Cora's popped in. Working on my NaNoWriMo book. Yep, going to try to eat. Yes, everybody, please remember, I actually have banners sent up so that we can remember to stretch and save and everything else. So gonna start Nano book. Yes. All right. So let's get our first 10-minute sprint down, since that's what everybody is. Let's sprint. I agree. All right, guys. Fingers on the keyboards. And 3, 2, 1. Sprint. All right, guys. That is the end of the first 7 minutes. Or first 10 minutes, sorry. We're going to restart the timer at 7 minutes so I don't go over. How did y'all do? I was actually very efficient. I was able to get kind of the outline for the next couple chapters that I needed, the details, so I could finish, so I could actually go for this next sprint. So I should have a word count this next sprint, which I'm really hoping for. Got to start. So Mingo started her nano book. She's babysitting while taking care of her own kids. Oh, fun. Cora, I'm sorry, hun. 213 words in 10 minutes. Oh, I can't wait to see your next sprint. Because that's really good in 10 minutes, girl. Really good in 10 minutes. Nice. Yay, starting nano. It was scary, but did it. Yep. You know, and that's the hardest part about starting these things sometimes is just literally starting them. And then once we get going, it's easy peasy. Like I was the same way about this book. I was like, I like felt overwhelmed because I can't turn my camera around, but I actually have pictures of the different cities that I have drawn on my walls, and it's a little overwhelming. But once you start it, I've been having fun since I started. 106 words, and you changed a diaper, and you're babysitting, and that's impressive. All right, we're going to have some good word counts. Why do I feel like we're going to have some really good word counts this time? So, I can't wait. I have no word count to report because literally I had to grab a couple details from the last chapters because I was just like, I literally went to go write and I was like, wait, where was this character? Where was she coming from? Was she coming from the library or was she coming from the shoot? So, because my book, it's kind of following a couple people's paths that all intertwine. So I had to take a second and figure it all out. But now I got my notes. So this is my word count, I guess. There's my word count for you. I don't know how many words that is, but we will see what we do. Devin, I agree. Cora is multi-talented. I'm always impressed by mothers that are able to, like I had my nephews the other day and two twin boys that are 3.5 and woo, yeah, wrestling and throwing around 40-pound sacks is fun, but I got no work done. Absolutely none. I think they were on a sugar high. Pretty sure, considering it was, Friday. So remember, since we are all busting butt with this whole writing sprint thing, let's remember to stretch. Y'all like my wings? I decided since I didn't do a Halloween stream, I'd wear a little wingy thing today. I have my fluff. And remember to save what you're doing because, we don't want to forget anything. I had practice with this during Camp Nano. That was, and I Preptober and everything else. I heard a lot of people were able to be efficient during it and figure a lot of stuff out, including myself. So, all right. How does everybody feel about going back to another sprint? Are we ready? Are we ready for the 25-minute sprint? I am because I want to get going. I want to get riding on this. Well, you know what? And since it's my stream, y'all, I think that's what we're gonna do. I think since we're all being efficient and we're all getting stuff done and we're all enjoying this writing thing, I think it's time to get back to a 25-minute sprint. This is what Nano's all about, right? Is getting this stuff done. So let's add to the sprint. Add the timer to the screen. Let's add to the sprint. Yay! I'm pumped. Forgive me. And I think I've had too much coffee this morning. And the veil lifted, and yesterday was Halloween. So, and I'm a psychic. So the energy for me is like, yeah. All right. 25 minutes on the clock. We're going to do this. And in 3, hands on the keyboards. 2, 1, sprint. No? Hello, y'all. That was the first 25 minutes. We're going to put 7 minutes on the clock so I don't go over time. How did everybody do? I got 722 words done on that one. Yeah, I'm noticing my writes aren't as quick when I'm on stream. I think that's because I'm on stream and I'm watching the clock, but that's okay. So, oh, hi, Nicole. Hi. So, no, is this my first stream? No, I think I've been doing this for about a month now. I think. I know it's not my first stream. And she said, aw, she's telling everyone to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's really cool of you. Oh wow. Yeah, I forget to tell people that. So yeah, like and subscribe, you know, do the YouTubey things. I always forget to mention that. Mint Ghost got 787 words. Nice. So we're going about the same pace. That is awesome. I am so stoked on that. Anybody else? You subscribe. Well, thank you. I think most people subscribe nowadays, but I always forget to say it. For me, it's more yeah, I'm doing this more to just make friends and to do the YouTube, like the streaming things and get work done. So, but thank you for reminding people. 198 words, but she got to eat. Had to stop every second to stop my 2-year-old from getting into, and that's why I I don't know how you moms do it, because honestly, if they break my concentration, it's so hard for me to get back into where I was in the story, even though I can pull the dream up. It's just like, I don't know, because I work a little bit differently than most people with my books. Getting back into my book is very crazy. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. I love it. I'm going to make my word goal. I am honestly hoping that I'm going to make my word goal. And considering you've already done, you've already done almost 1,000 words. So if not more. So I am already impressed with your you go, girl, considering what we've been, our conversation this morning was so good too. Nap time and bedtimes are where I get most done. And that's what I've noticed with most parents too, is that like they plan their days around the sleep schedule. Unless they take a nap themselves. I actually think this next sprint, I'm going to go make some food real quick, because I just realized that, I haven't eaten today. And that might be why also my concentration is not quite there. So I'm going to maybe, and there goes my stomach. It just started growling. Okay. So we're hungry. Hi, Jack. Hello. If you all don't know Jack yet, Jack is also, he does sprints too. He's actually over in Ireland. His accent is to die for. So if you guys want to or need more sprints or want to follow more people, I highly suggest Jack. He had me on his first sprint and I rather enjoyed and had so much fun. So yes, Jack is another one that is fun to play. It's fun to watch, fun to talk with, and everything else, fun to play with. I call it playtime, but I absolutely have to write when my son is at daycare or taking naps. Yep, that is the way most moms have to work it. I'm a nano rebel. So I have 34,000, and since midnight, I wrote 214 words today. So I'm at 3420. That's pretty good. My total word count for my book so far is actually 36.6. 36.6 is my total word count for the book so far. But I'm going by chapters, and my chapters are relatively around 2,000 to 3,000 words. So yeah, but some of that is part of notes, so I don't really count it in my word count when it comes to my book. Also followed, oh, I already mentioned him. Oh, honey, you're late on that one. He came in and he was one of the first ones that came in. First 5 minutes of my sprint, I think, or my stream, I think I mentioned that. But y'all, well, there you go. Devin Cuttings is Tuesdays and Thursdays. There you go, y'all. See, you can see me on Monday. You can see Jack on Tuesday, me on Wednesday, Jack on Thursday. No, I'm just kidding. Because I noticed that Jack's energy level is kind of equal to mine. So if you guys like the little more energetic type, I guess, I don't know, I guess that's what you'd call it, but absolutely follow him, because he is definitely, he keeps up with me, and I was impressed with that. That's all I have to say. And I'm not easy to keep up with. Like, I actually tone it down a little bit for YouTube. Those of you that know me, I mean, I'm sure Mint Ghost could, solidify this. I'm actually very hyper. I don't really sit still. Sitting still for 2 hours and writing is actually very difficult for me, which is also why I do the sprint streams. So, yes. Enjoy cross promotion. Of course. Well, that's the way we all find each other. That's how I found everyone else. So this is why I love it. Like, yes, please come on my channel, promote yourself. Let's all connect, because, without each other, there's no way we get this stuff done. So, and Nikki is streaming on Friday this week. Oh, Nikki, that's right. I believe I follow you already too. So my week is planned. Yep. And we all use Devin Cutting's list to plan our streams. That's the coolest part about this. So, all right, guys. Well, Devin or Jack, what are you working on if you're working on energy? My energy is high, but it's super nice and positive and really nice. Aw, cool. Sometimes I worry if I annoy people. I can be a bit much sometimes. I understand that. I have actually calmed down a lot compared to when I was younger. Maybe on my birthday stream, my friend can share, because one of the people that's going to be on my birthday stream has known me since Pop Warner football days, back when we were, I think, 10. I think we were 10 or 11 when we first met. So I've known her for quite some time. And I'm hoping that she'll have some memories or something that she can share, because we also spent a lot of our 20s together and a lot of fun times happened. So, all right. So we're going to get back to sprinting. 25 minutes on the clock. And I hope you're all ready, because I'm trying to stick with the schedule, because I don't want to over talk everybody's ear off. So 25 minutes on the clock. Everybody, your hands on your keyboards. Remember to stretch and save. And in 3, 2, 1, sprint!
Y'all, that's the second 25-minute sprint that we have completed. What is your word counts? I didn't even look, honestly. I gotta do this real quick. 374. But I made food and I did some self-care. So my word count was a little bit lower this time, but I kind of did a lot of other things. I'm gonna fix my necklace here if I can, because yeah. So how did you all do? Jack, I see, is being a nano rebel. And he is using this nano time to finish his sprint, but he's using the edit count rather than the word count. I can understand that because I kind of did the same thing for a minute when I was prepping for this whole sprint, nano sprinting sesh. Just in case, hey you, hey bud, I'm so glad that you came in and saw us this morning. Welcome to the sprint sesh. Hello again, hello again. And CB 384 joined us. 394. My bad. I'm sorry. Dyslexia. Hi. I see you. This CB pops into a lot of sprints. So I know there's got to be some people in here that know CB. 96 words. Slow going. Yeah, but you're doing edits. And you got to remember that doing edits during this time, yeah, you're going to have slow going. That was like it killed me with word counts and doing edits because I was like, man, I'm better than this. Min Ghost is kicking butt, man. 600 more, but did some other stuff too. Yeah, I think this sprint was one of those, like we got going, we got working, and then our bodies were like, hey, there's some other stuff we got to do. So why don't we do two things at once here? Because that's kind of what I did. 406 on Cora's. Man, I almost want to get a counter going and like have a little contest going on like who can win, but do our own little thing. I know that's what nano is, but it would be fun to have our own little corner of stuff. 406 and have to change a diaper again. How old is the child? Because isn't it like newborns to like 1 year old, you're changing diapers every hour, every hour and a half. Away from your goal? Is that today's goal? That's got to be today's goal. There's no way that could be total nano goal. So I'm hoping that is just today's goal because nano goes the whole month, girl. What are you thinking? You are at 21 words for the day. Nice. Go CB. I'm writing by hand and typing because I need to be able to. I'm in the same boat. I'm with you on that whole having to write it by hand and write it on the computer. So I know what you mean by that. It's not so much my handwriting is garbage, but it's more of sometimes it's easier for me to have my notes down here versus on my computer and bounce back and forth between the two. CV is awesome. Devin did lunch. I made lunch. I will be eating the next sprint. So start a writing group on nano. We should have a little contest, like see, but I don't know what to do. If I had more money, I would do something where there was like a contest prize winning or something like that for our little group, and you did today's goal. Okay. See, I was going to say that can't be the whole nano go, but for today's goal, see, I haven't even set daily goals just because I'm like, if I set a goal, I find that my mind actually puts more pressure on me to meet the goal than if I just let it go and see if I happen to do what I want to do. So my brain is weird like that.
and you have a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old is still potty training. So there's still diapers there. Oh gosh. And potty training, I found sometimes actually requires more diapers because it's that whole, even with an accident, you still have to change them because you're potty training. So, but I am impressed, Cora, because you are still being extremely efficient. And we have got some kick butt people going here with Mint Ghosts totals and CB's totals. And I think Nikki, if she's still in here, she's kicking butt with totals. So I'm going to do this real quick since we are all kicking butt with totals. Let's remember to stretch and save. Press that save button. Hopefully, if you don't have it set up to automatic save, or if you're working on for Google Docs, you don't have to worry about it. But for those of us that, have it set up a different way, remember to save your stuff. And Nicole, yep. See, self-care. I think we all did self-care about this time. For us on the West Coast, it's about noon, 1 o'clock. So yeah, I can see why everybody's heading out and getting lunch and coming back. Justin, ouch, I'll have to cut down afterwards. My limit for the story I'm writing is 15K words. Have written 10 and is only halfway. I've been there. And then I've also been in the opposite direction too, where I was like, there's not enough words for this chapter. So I've been there. You have what we think is dyspraxia, where it explains my handwriting. I just had steak pie for dinner. Dyspraxia. Is that when you see things clearer than, like, you can see your handwriting clearer than most people can read your handwriting? There's something about that brings a bell with doctors too, for some reason, like doctors and their handwriting. Helena, it's Helena, isn't it? Hello, how are you, my dear? How is everything going with you? Welcome to the writing sprints, streams, whatever. My mouth, forgive me. So thank you. Once it hit midnight, I started my book. I'm about 300 words for my daily goal. Oh my gosh, girl. Yeah, I was doing other things. I'm a witch, so last night was a very good day for me. Last night was a very good night for me. I had a lot of fun. I did the whole, lifting of the veil fun. So my night last night, that's why I spent the last couple days just kind of prepping for writing since November 1st, because my birthday is also in 6 days. So I figure this would also be a good distraction from keeping my mind off the fact that, I'm turning 40 and I'm having a stream and it might get a little crazy because, I don't drink usually, but I'm going to have a little bit. And a lot of my old friends love drunk Kibby. So we'll see what happens. It used to be called clumsy child syndrome. Oh, well, that's not nice. For some reason, though, I thought that was connected to doctors. Well, just because your handwriting's sloppy doesn't mean anything. So I've learned some of the smartest people have the worst handwriting in the world. It's usually called, so they both of you came in with that. Unless UK, we call it dyspraxia. Well, maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. You all know me and pronouncing words. Like, come on. Forgive my tongue. I'm blaming it on the tongue ring. I'm also blaming it on growing up with Italians and Mexicans and everything else in San Diego. And I'm going to just blame it on a lot of things. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. My handwriting is terrible, but I run like a duck. What? Jack! Oh my gosh! Why would you say that? Oh, honey. Now you just gave me some sort of visual that, oh gosh. That's funny. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't get tested here because I'm over 12. That's not fair. That's not fair. Why? No. I believe no matter how old you are, she could test it. Okay, we got to get back to our next 25-minute sprint. I'm going over here. When I used to dance, it would take me twice as long as others in my class to learn the choreography, and no one ever wanted me on their Tim and June class. You know, it took me twice as long to learn dances too, but once I had them down, I never forgot them. I still remember my old routines from back when I was like 10, 12, and oh gosh, when I was like 7 and 8 too. Gosh, I remember Escapade from Janet Jackson. And that was, I think, like one of my first like over 8-year-old dance recitals. That's crazy. All right, so back to our stream, back to our sprints. 25 minutes on the clock. Let's get back to it. We're all busting butts so well that let's get back and bust butts more. So 25 minutes and sprint, and 3, 2, 1, sprint. So that was the third, I believe. Third 25-minute sprint. I'm going to have one more after this, depending on how many people are still in here. I might have another one. I didn't even do my word count. I got to look. I got a lot done. So 658 words is what I got done on that sprint. So I'm kind of impressed with that. I am kicking butt on this chapter. I'm absolutely stoked. Looks like I got to catch up on comments. Let me get back up here. So we were having a great conversation with CB and Jack about this dyspraxia, which is something that I was learning about. And I'm so glad that you guys were able to cover a lot of that conversation in there. But 7 minutes, and I got a lot of comments to catch up on, and we all know how I talk. So Jack is logging off for food. I'm glad that he's going to go do some self-care. It is much needed. Just in case is popping in saying hi to Nicole. Some more people might join me from Bonnie's stream. Well, that would be absolutely wonderful. That would be awesome. I forgot Bonnie was streaming this morning. See, and I hate stepping on people's toes, so I always worry about that. Hi, Bonnie. I hope I ended, or I hope I didn't step on your toes at all in doing my stream. We have so many people streaming nowadays that it's hard to remember who's scheduling when and schedule. Yeah. So, but hi, thank you for joining me today. And Devin's popping in to say hi, and Bonnie's popping in to say hi to Devin. Just in case got 0 words done, but had to do a little research for my story. Oh, well, you know what? That's okay. That even though there's no word counts, I'm sure you'll be able to make up for it, because we've all had to do that. I think I've even had to stop in the middle of my writing to do some research, but it's from my own notes. Just had lunch, time for a bio break. I actually finished my lunch during that sprint, so good job. Thank you. Hello, Kara. Hi, Carrie. I don't think I've said hi to you. You must have popped in while we were sprinting, but hello to you, and thank you. We try. Actually, mine's nothing. Mint Ghost has been kicking butt today. Don't know how many words yet, but I made my work. Yeah, see, Mint Ghost has already reached her word goal today, and yeah, we're only halfway through the day, so I'm actually really impressed. Cora, 47 words and had to make lunch for the kids. Nap time is coming for the youngest. Well, yes, because that means we are going to be able to get some major word count done during nap time. And Devin is saying a nap sounds nice. I have no idea what a nap is. I slept through the night at 6 months old. I even started preschool early because I didn't take naps. It was quite a struggle for my parents. But you all enjoy naps. I have no idea what they're like. The only time I nap is if I'm sick. So don't worry about anything. Aw, thanks, honey. Well, I do worry because I'm new to the community. A lot of you have been around for a lot longer than me. And a lot of people took breaks. And I jumped in while people were doing breaks, which reminds me, for all of you that follow me, I am changing my Wednesday stream to 5 p.m. I'm not going to be doing a morning stream. Lisa Daly, evidently on Wednesdays, used to do the 11 a.m. slot. And I guess I jumped in and joined the community when she was on break or whatever. And she's come back to streaming again. And I don't want to take her spot because there's a lot of people I know that follow Lisa Daly, and she's a veteran. She's been around for a while. It's her time slot. So I just wanted to let you all know that on Wednesdays, I'm going to be streaming after work now at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. YouTube obviously depending on your time zone. Hopefully we'll adjust accordingly. I've already made the adjustments on my future streams, so it should show up on you already, but just wanted to let y'all know because that reminded me. You snuck in during the sprint. I thought so. Well, thank you for joining us today, and I hope you enjoy our little sprint conversation sessions. Aw, thank you. Don't worry. Right, happy. Oh yeah, you guys get to deal with it. My birthday's in 6 days and I turned 40 and I'll be responsible, but I refuse to grow up. So that's how that is. So if you guys get to deal with me singing and dancing and being a goofball sometimes. It's who I am. Lisa was on Wednesdays, then moves to Mondays for a while, then moved back to Wednesdays. Yeah, but it's more along the lines of I'm new. She's been around for a while. I feel like the veterans kind of should be allowed to have because she has a lot more people follow her stream than follow mine. And so I just want to be courteous to the other people in the community. Oh, and Justin is saying thank you to Bonnie for making her aware of Sophia. The journal I write for is pre-reviewed by scientists, and it would have been a catastrophe had I not taken Sophia into account. Well, Bonnie, props to that and props to you. I am stoked. See, and I am so glad that Justin has found our community and has, I knew that things would be real. This is how we help each other here. This is how we do it here. We exchange information, we share ideas, we support each other, and that's why I love this community. It's very different from the community I grew up in, where it's a ladder. Everybody steps on each other and uses each other to get ahead. And that's why I like this community. That's why I've decided to stick around for a while. I was off to eat dinner during the last sprint. Well, no worries. I ate lunch, you ate dinner. I've noticed there's a lot of us that this last sprint, that's what we did. We either prepped dinner or had dinner or ate in some way. But like I said, for a lot of us, it's either lunch or dinner time. So, but self-care is important. If you don't have the fuel to feed your brain, what's the point in doing sprints? Because you're not going to think straight, or at least I don't anyway. Well, we got 9 seconds left on the talkie clock. And we're going to just switch this to the 25 minutes that is next for our sprint. I am super stoked at how much I'm getting done today. I don't even know. Actually, I'm going to check real quick. I wonder what my total word count for today is. We're at 1,485 words for the total count today, which is pretty darn good. I think I already met my 1,000-word count goal. Considering I'm at 1,400. Anyway, so next sprint, 25 minutes on the clock, hands on your keyboards. Remember to stretch and save. I'm going to throw this up here real quick. Just remember to stretch and save. And in 3, 2, 1, sprint. And that is the last sprint for today. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the committee. Just kidding. I don't know. My mouth's just going. So, Nikki, did you end up actually getting things done? Or did you keep procrastinating? I appreciate you reminding everybody to check their posture, save and all that fun stuff. Yes. And can you feel confident and anxious at the same time? Honey, I feel scared, confident, anxious, all of the above while I'm doing the stream. So yeah, all of the above. Yeah, add a little bit of fear, add a little bit of giggles. Oh, it's all there when streaming. It's part of the fun fake it till you make it whole act, I guess. I don't know. And growing up in LA and Hollywood, there's a lot of tricks of the trade that I picked up going through auditions and stuff like that on how to just put on a face sometimes. Push through the anxiety. Use it to your benefit. I just came back from food. Go, Jack. He did some self-care. I think I will go get a lunch soon and do some cleaning because I finished my writing. I know, Mint Ghost, you deserve, go get yourself some cannolis. Go get yourself some snacky snacks. I hit my goal today, so I got myself a little snacky snack. That was my reward for hitting my 1,000-word goal today. My total word goal, which I forgot to mention to y'all, because I was writing notes too, because I finished my chapter, which I am absolutely stoked and shocked on. 2016 words so far today, and that's just in this sprint that we did. So that's my word count so far today is 2016. Carrie was able to do 503 words that sprint. That is awesome. 25 minutes, 503 words. My total word count was in 2 hours, or 2 hours and 30 minutes, however long this was. Well, 2 hours with the sprints. So Mint Ghost did 3,000 words. You better put that goal into Nano. We better see it. I want to cheer along with you with that, girl. Whoop whoop. We're talking 3,000. We got 400 words put down and the youngest for a nap. Girl, what's your total word count for today? You guys, come in with your total word counts for just this sprint. I want to see them. I want to hear them. I think I might actually write them down. So we got Mint Ghost at 3,000. I want to know what Cora's is. Helena, what's your total for the whole thing? Nicole, come in with me and let me know what your total was. Just in case, Devin, did either of you get any in here? Let me know. I want to keep score. I actually want to keep track of this since this is what we're doing. So I'm slouching so much today, I probably look like a potato bag. And you know what? In finishing school and in ballet, they used to take a pencil and put it right between our shoulder blades in the middle of our back. That is how I remember to bring it up. And as my friends used to say, stick out your boobs. It feels like sometimes that's what you're doing, but it's truthfully you're actually just sitting up straight. But yes, that is, I agree. Sometimes we end up slouching so much. I'm even having to be like, okay, sit back, sit up. Helena is 633 words. And Anna Clementine. Oh, I love clementines. Oh, I love clementines. They're so sweet. They're so sweet but sour at the same time. It's so yummy and they don't have that many seeds. Oh, I love clementines. I'm getting things done. Laugh at love, finally. Yes. So Nikki stopped procrastinating. That's why I was wondering what your word count was, because I was like, yeah, come on, girl. We got to get you stopped procrastinating. Made it past my daily goal, but I'm getting to keep going until my 3-year-old will let me make some scammer prank calls. Yes, that's right. If any of you haven't seen Cora's channel, she is one of those that does scammer prank calls, and I love them. I love prank callers. Don't call me anymore. I have my phone set up where it doesn't accept any calls unless I know your number. So I don't even have to deal with scam calls anymore. I've tried to be scammed before. Somebody faked being some actor person, and I called him out. I even have it on my Instagram if anybody wants to go check it out. It's from a while ago, but it's absolutely hilarious. I love dealing with scammers. Cora's at 1847 today. Girl, that is nice considering what you have been. Yeah, you with kids, that's impressive. Because I only did 200 words, probably more than you, and I don't even have kids. So props. Hello, Carrie. Total for the day. Let's get you in. 2364. All right. And it was up earlier this morning is so far. See, but still. Well, I want to know people's 2 hours, but I'll take that for your whatever. Helena, my total was 1163. Yes. See, I'm loving this. This is so awesome. You're not doing nano. What, do you just come on these sprints to see the people? And that's awesome. Honestly, I think that's crazy. You're probably right, but you're just not doing nano. You went to finishing school. Yes, my dad used to that as a jokey threat. No, it was a summer program that my mother made me and my sister do. We had to, yeah. It was definitely one of those things where we had to be taught to be like ladies. My mom once said to me that she if I ever had to sit down with the queen to eat dinner, she wanted me to know how to do it. And that always stuck in my head. I've even brought that up to her that she said that before, and she swears she didn't. I wish my sister was around so she could confirm, because my sister was there. But yeah, it was a very interesting because we're in America. So this was just something that we kind of like buried under the rug, because we're like, no, this is no. You've got these live stream playlists and you've not even see, I think he does write. I think Devin writes, but I don't think he does like I don't think he's actually like keeping word counts and nanos everything else with that. But he's living off a playlist right now. Yeah, because he's the one. Everybody, I'm sure you know. If you don't know Devin Carey, if you haven't checked out his channel, he's the one that keeps track of all of our live streams. And Nano has been going nuts. I mean, his Halloween list. Oh my gosh, his list of live sprints just for Halloween. I don't know how that poor man keeps up sometimes, because I'll check it one day. I'll check it the night before to set up my schedule, and then I'll check it the next morning, and bam, it's like the man is working 24/7 or something. I don't get it. The man never sleeps, I don't think. Well, he must take naps. That's what he probably does. He probably lives off of power naps and the yummy meals that he's always telling us he's eating. Yeah, she is living off his playlist. Okay, awesome. What's your IG? You forgot to link it in the description. StreamYard is messing with my links for some reason. Ever since I bought ever since I bought the plan, the links won't come through now for me. So I'll have to look into that. But it's the same as all my socials are the same as my YouTube, Kibby Roseland. And that's IG, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, all of the above. So I'm most active on IG and Facebook and on YouTube. Those are the three I'm active. Twitter, I find, has a little too many trolls, and Twitch, I don't know. I'm just getting into the whole Discord Twitch thing. I'm 40. I don't game. Discord and Twitch were never kind of a corner I ever thought of taking. Friends have exposed me to it. I'm learning. So I do have a Discord and a Twitch, but if you want to find me, I'm most active on Facebook and Instagram. So I've done Nano in the past. See, I think Devin just keeps up and writes. I started doing the playlist last December. How busy are you doing those playlists? I would honestly like to know how much of your time is occupied just doing those playlists. And Nicole, I need your number still. And just in case, if you're still listening, I want your number too. So those are the only two I'm missing on my list, because I would love to keep track of y'all people's numbers, and it like maybe at the end of Nano have, I don't know, I have a partner who does art. She does hand carved stuff, glass. She actually made me my my hand carved glass here with my name and then a rose on the back. And so I don't know, maybe I'll do something like that for anybody who does the most word counts. I'll do something that's personalized. I don't know. we'll see what happens. But Nicole's at 231. Oh, you're fine, girl. No worries. So you need a spreadsheet for that. Oh, honey, I was an executive admin for 20 plus years. Spreadsheets. I actually have a spreadsheet sitting here open with all of my, like, my character lists, my word counts, all that stuff is on spreadsheets. So I live off spreadsheets. I used to use spreadsheets I used to do invoicing for my ex-husband's business. I have to do my own invoicing for my own businesses. So yeah, spreadsheets, very, very much a forte of mine. So this is something I'm very much used to doing. I need 607 more words. I'm sure by the end of the day, you will be able to get it with the way you do it. Just kidding. You're not, I know you were kidding, but I'm not. Like, truthfully, yeah. I know you were kidding, but I wasn't. Don't be sorry. You got 178. Jack, I know you got, well, that's because you're also editing, and that's what you got more than that. I'm talking for the full 2 hours, guys, not for the last 25 minutes. I'm talking for the full 2 hours. Bonnie was joking. I'm not. I might actually set up a spreadsheet that'll just add up everybody's numbers, and I can input them every time I do a sprint. And by the end of, my sessions at the end of the month, I can give a little prize to whoever has the most numbers and has come to the most streams. It'll just be a nice little, I don't know, might be engagement. Everybody talks about engagement on YouTube, and I love engagement. I love when I don't know where it went, but I have a Law Nerd cup. I am an Emily D. Baker fan, and I have her merch, and I love it when she does giveaways and stuff like that. So I think would be fun. Nano buddies can see each other's progress. I know, but I would love to do it more for my streams, to see who comes into my streams and who comes along and shows me their progress that way. I was gone for an hour for dinner. That's okay. That's why it doesn't matter, because, maybe the next stream you might be able to get more done and we can make a little contest. Yeah, and see, 178 is better than 0. And I'm sure Devin is yeah. See, but I kind of wish that we could do Devin's minutes in how much he does the spreadsheets and creates the playlists, and that could be his word count. Because I'm sure, like, every minute that goes by, it's a good amount of yeah, but it would be more than that, because I write 80 words a minute. See, Devin, if we did it where your word count per minute equaled to the amount of work that you had to do for the playlists, and that's how we equaled out that's getting complicated for some of you, I know, but that's how my brain works. We could actually figure out a word count for you in our own little way. Anyway, I'm not beating myself up. I'm not done for the day. Yeah, and you're writing a thesis paper. It's not like you're writing something that's actually creative. So writing a thesis paper is a little bit more structurized, and you can't just free flow. You have to kind of put more thinking process into what you're doing. A 778 is 178 more than you had. Every step forward is forward. See, and this is why I love our community. This is why I love our community, because he's getting down on himself, and we're all like, stop it. Stop it right now. You're not allowed to get down on yourself. You've made progress. Put yourself back up there, because the progress is made. And this is why I love the community, because I get down on myself the same way. And I didn't need people who would compare and be like, oh, well, they compared, but this is different. This is why I love our community, because we support each other and we build each other up, and I love it. Too much math. Not for spreadsheets. That's another reason why I use spreadsheets, because I'm horrible at math, and spreadsheets, you can set up the formulas and then you don't even have to worry about it. And I've done, like I said, I used to do grocery lists, invoicing, business stuff, all with spreadsheets and Excel. So honestly, folks, I'm not down on myself. I'm just trying to stop Nikki getting down on herself. See? Well, heck. Well, I'm sorry, Jack, if we made you feel bad, because now I feel bad, because he's like, I'm not getting down on myself, guys. Come on. Oops. Oh, sorry, Jack. Well, Nikki, and see, but this, again, another example why I love our community. because subconsciously we were all supporting Nikki without even realizing it by supporting Jack. See, the self-bullying and imposter syndrome can be real sometimes. I notice a lot of creatives, and a lot of my clients that I read for that are creatives do the same thing. We are our biggest critics. We are the hardest on ourselves. We are the ones that break it down to the nitty-gritty and find every single problem that's wrong with it when somebody else can look at it and see it for the beauty that it is. And I don't know if that's just because we are creatives and we see it a different way in our mind than it is in reality. So we can't appreciate how we're viewing it. But I find a lot of creatives have this kind of self-destructive, self-depressive, like we can't me myself, I've always struggled with not being able to match up to the vision of myself that I have in my mind, and I have to remind myself that sometimes what you expect of yourself can be far higher than what everybody is capable of. And achieving goals, that's why I don't set goals for myself, because I've realized that by setting goals for myself, I actually put more pressure on myself to achieve them. And it actually made those goals less enjoyable to reach. And so just by setting like big general goals, like I'm going to finish my book, every time I get like a day done today where I do 2,000 words, I am like super stoked, because to me, it's encouraging just to have the bigger goal and not have all the little goals set. Some people work differently, because I know a lot of people, don't forget to log into Nano. I am logged into Nano. I just haven't done it yet today because I've been getting ready for my sprint today. So I got to remember to do that. Nah, of course, Jack. See, it's all good. I'm pretty impressible, irrepressible. I'm just gonna my dyslexia is just gonna change up every single letter in that word and come up with its own expression of what you were trying to say. Sorry about that. Welcome to my world. Welcome to the world of my brain. I feel like I will do a lot today, but tomorrow my son is home and I will get less done. Yes, imposter syndrome is a constant issue. Yeah, and Mint Ghost, I know Mint Ghost is one of the creatives with me. Maya, hello Maya. It's nice to see you. I'm sorry I took a minute to get to your comment. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Hello, my dear. How was your sprints? How was your numbers today? We're jumping all over the place with conversation, but that's how I like it. That's who I am. I'm getting down on myself today because I'm writing my battle chapter. I don't want it to suck. Makes me have the thoughts in my head. You have a learning disability. You can't do this. You know what? Create the movie in your mind first. Before you go into the battle scene, just create the movie in your mind and just write. Don't put so much pressure on yourself to have it come out perfect the first time. I realized that I have a bar scene where there's a fight and there's a whole bunch of stuff that happens and everything else. And I realized I just had to write it out the way I saw it the first time. And then the second time I went through it, I was able to actually, because I kind of panicked the first time, wondering if it was going to make sense. And then, so I just wrote it. And then once I read through it, I realized it made sense. There was just a couple little things that I had to adjust. And it was a lot like all the other chapters that I've written. So give yourself some credit and just try. Don't make a big deal about it, but just write it. They say you're your biggest critic. I do. And that is the truest statement ever. And Bonnie is telling you're so sweet. Mint Ghost, honestly, so far the story is really fun to write. I'm so glad, because that's one of the things that gets you to really write quickly and fast, is if you're enjoying writing it. And that's why I was telling Bonnie or Nicole not to stress on how it comes out, but just to, write it out. I look forward to seeing everyone's progress in Nano. So do I. I'm so impressed that everybody's been so kicking butt. Love your personality. Oh, thank you. Just subscribed. Also, just started to come here. Just started so solid 0 right now. That's okay. 0 is a good place to start. We all have to start at 0. Just don't get caught on that blank page. I've Writer's block can be real sometimes. I have dealt with it. It's not fun. Don't let it happen. Let it suck. Let it suck. Nicole Swanson, let it suck. You can always fix it later. Yep. But you can't fix it if you don't get it down on paper or the screen. Exactly. See? And I love it. This is everybody's coming in with their support. Worry not. Half the chat here has some kind of weirdness in the brain pan, and I love it. I am a weird person. That is one thing that I will tell people. I am one of the weirdest people that you will meet. I am not normal. I'm a psychic. I'm in tune with other energies that most people don't understand on a daily basis. My real job is talking to angels. So I love weird people because I function on a different frequency. And that's something that was very difficult for me growing up to understand and live with and make friends with or have friends with. Yes, this is what a first drafts are for. See, Nicole, get it down, get the bones down, and you can always fix it out later. Yep. And that's exactly what I had to do with my bar scene, is just face it, just write it out, and then I was able to fix it later. I made a dyslexia friendly version. I'm made of bounce. Oh, geez. Nicole, I'm doing a live stream on Friday. That is right, Nicole, and Nicole's streams are on Devin's playlist if you want to go and check them out. You're all awesome, sweet. Thank you so much. See, and this is why I love our community, because we support each other. Cora is writing a romance, and I'm so close to the cute meat. Oh, we're getting into the little flirt, the beginning flirties. I actually love reading for clients when they're at this stage of meeting people in relationships, loves, only when it's allowed. Like, because sometimes angels are like, nope, they're not allowed to have love right now. This is a test. They need to move on. But I love those little scenes and those little parts of life. Those are the fun parts. Laura! Hi, Laura. Thank you for joining us. Okay, well, I'm going to add Laura to our little stream thing here, because she did 3K as well. That's impressive. For any of you that are just joining me now, I'm doing a little thing. I'm thinking of keeping track of the people that come into my streams and what they report to me. And at the end of the month, doing my ex-partner does hand carving stuff. And I'm thinking I might get something personalized to, I don't know, engagement, get you guys in here, come give me your totals. And it's going to be, I know that we're keeping track on Nano, but this will be just for this, my stuff. This will be for the Roseland Arts thing. So I saw that. Congrats. Yes, we are stoked. Everybody's coming in and congratulating Laura. I always get caught on the blank page. I've been caught on it for almost a year. When I start, I will be okay by anxiety. One of the best pieces of advice that I got, and it came from actually Sako Toomey, her channel is on Devin Cutting's list as well, was don't get stuck on the first chapter. Skip the first chapter. Just start writing and then go back to chapter 1. And I was kind of confused by what she meant when she said it to me, but then I just did it. And I realized that I was putting so much pressure on myself to make that first chapter good, that's why I was stuck on the blank page. And once she told me that, and I was able to kind of bypass that without even realizing what was going on, I was able to go back and revise and readjust. And I actually just got finished. That's what I was doing prior to these streams when I was prepping, was literally re-breaking down the chapters and reorganizing kind of the structure of the way the storyline was going, all because I was getting stuck on that blank page. And she gave me that piece of advice, and it helped me just be able to go. And truthfully, a lot of some people that knew me when I first came in about a month ago, my first sprints were in the 800s, 900s to 1000s. Like, I was busting butt, all because I just decided to skip that first chapter. So that is a piece of advice that I'm passing along to you from Sako that helped me, that maybe it'll be able to help you. And everybody's popping in saying hi to Laura. Jack and Nicole might do a stream together, which would be awesome. Actually, that would be really cool of you guys, because Jack is a lot of fun on a stream. Being normal is boring. Exactly. And I grew up in an area where everybody was the same. Everybody looked like, between the Botox and the plastic surgery and everything else, everybody looked the same. Everybody acted the same. Everybody did the same. It was so just, it was like Barbie doll central. It was ridiculous. So that's why I moved to the South. LA was just, it was too, yeah. So, and Laura's coming in saying hi to everybody. Neurodivergence Unite. Yes. Yes. You know, and I feel like I grew up in the wrong side of the States, because the more I talk to people and the more I find out about people here in the South or on the other side of the Mississippi, the more I'm realizing that I'm a lot like-minded with a lot of you. So it's coming in all crazy for me being out here. I've only been out in Tennessee for 2 months, but I'm already finding out that the community I'm realizing why I didn't survive or thrive on the West Coast. It's a different energy out here. Just added a buddy on Nano. I am 1K away from being done with this middle grade horror. Then on to the brainstorming, outlining, drafting the sequel. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. This is what I do. Welcome to my world, people. Yes, I act this way off a stream. This is very interesting because I'm starting to get a lot more comfortable on stream. And so the more weird me is coming out a little bit more. I don't know. I hope you're all enjoying it. Like a point system for Nano on your channel. Yeah. And I was showing this earlier, but my partner made me this, which is glass etched with my name and my rose. And I'm thinking of doing something like that as like a little reward for somebody whoever does the most words in my streams or on my channel. So, well, engagement. Like I was saying, I like when my YouTubers engage with me. So I was thinking it would be fun. I've written a few books, but I guess the more I've learned, the more I doubt I could do it again. Or it could be, this is why a lot of what I know avid writers do a lot of research, because doing research activates new thoughts and new ideas in the memory. By diving into something new, it might create a whole new storyline in your head. And that might be something you want to look into. Just in case, Nicole Swenson, I can knowingly, because I've tried it. Once I got arrested for a severe crime and was scared, but I trusted the police investigator. I was innocent, by the way. Justin! Coming in with a curveball of, oh, by the way. Raise your hand if you've ever had cops, bracelets on your wrists, but was found innocent. I don't know. We could play the 20 questions game on that. Never have I ever. Anyway, and Laura just added you. That is awesome. Also, I know Sako. We are doing a boo together. That is awesome. What is a boo? Oh, a book together. Book. You meant book, not boo. Do you mean boo or book? Because boo or bow or that could mean a lot of different things. My first book I started, Cora says, my first book I started was writing chapter 10, then went to write the beginning. See, and that, like I said, I thinking that was a stress for me, was the fact that I put so much pressure on myself to make that first chapter so good, because I wanted to make sure it got your attention, and I didn't know how to start it, and then it was like a total panic, and then I got stuck, and then it was just, yep. So what are people's Nano names? I'm Jack Bryan Writes. All right, everybody, calling on Nano writers, everyone in Nano. find Jack. We need to add him to our buddies list. We need to get him going on the nano department. So let's get that going on that. Devin, we're going to add you. I think I'm already buddy with you, but I'm writing that down because I don't know if I'm actually buddies with you yet. I know that Mint Ghost I'm buddies with already on Nano. So, all right. So Jack Brown writes, I'm Cora. Everybody's sharing their nanos. Okay. I don't think I have you either. So we're going to hop you in. And I am Kibby Roseland on Nano, just in case anybody is wondering. So Bonnie said nope, but I don't know what she's saying nope to because I've kind of been chit-chatting for a minute. So forgive me on that. Oops, book, not book. Okay, you're writing a book. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. I was like, you're writing a book? What are we going with here? Because it is Halloween. Halloween just ended too. So you never know what you meant. We should do Never Have I Ever on your birthday stream. We are actually doing Never Have I Ever on my birthday stream. It's part of the games list that I have. It's one of those things where we're going to play it by ear. I'm not going to be, totally constringent on what we do, but I do have a couple games that I have 3 Truths and a Lie, Never Have I Ever, Cards of Humanity. There's a drunk word. My friends want to pick a word for me, so every time I say it, I have to take a drink or a sip. So it's going to be a very interesting stream for sure. I have a whole thing set up, and Sako is going to be guesting, and Jack is going to be popping in probably, and maybe Savvy, and two of my friends from back in the day that have known me since high school are popping in as well. One of them is Carrie Ann. She's a hairstylist in San Diego, so I love her to death. And then my other one is Eric, Mr. Coop, who's known me since high school. Him and I actually had an English class together, and we dated for a little bit in our 20s, and we're really good friends now. So it's one of those things where it's going to be an interesting stream, and I'm setting things up differently. So I'm going to be standing up, and I'm going to be probably dancing and being a little bit more of my movie self, or like, they used to call me Tigger when I was younger, and Crash and Tigger were my nicknames when I was younger. So, random question. Do you make a new chapter on... I have no idea what that is. When I try to click and add, it just makes a new screen. Can anybody answer that question for Maya in the comments? I have never worked with Scrivener, and this is another thing. I am fairly new to this whole Authortube Unity writing book community. So there's a lot of things that I am learning still in regards to resources and everything else. So please forgive me if I'm unable to answer your questions, but I'm sure there's somebody in the chat that knows about Scrivener and can get that answered for you if there is anybody. Also, I'm Maya. All right. So everybody add Maya. Let's get Maya's going. Let's get this web connected here. The arrest thing. Oh, nope. Well, I was never arrested. But I was put in handcuffs and put in the back of a cop car on more than one occasion, unfortunately. So my birthday is November 7th. This Sunday, I have the stream up. It's actually going to be streaming on most social platforms, but it's November 7th, and I believe it's either 8:30 or 9:30 Central Standard Time. Poor Jack is going to have to stream from his basement so he doesn't wake up his family, but I really appreciate him coming in. And I really appreciate him doing that because it means a lot. It is my 40th. I am turning 40 years old. It's the big 40. And it's kind of funny because one of my friends mentioned to me in a Facebook thing after I posted the announcement of the stream. She's like, girl, So you just moved cross country. You just started YouTubing. You've kind of changed your life completely in the last year. And I was like, yeah. And she goes, and you're turning 40. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, are you going through a midlife crisis? And I was like, I don't know. Maybe, possibly. She wasn't wrong. Everything she stated was true. So it's kind of interesting, and I just think it's funny. So, but yeah, mine is on the 18th. Oh well, fellow Scorpio. Hello, my dear. Yes, the drunk word is the no. We're not doing that one. Especially since Kibby doesn't ever drink normally, and she's going to actually have, I'm doing Bailey's Irish cream in my coffee, and yeah, we're not doing a word like that. I don't want to have to shut down the stream early because yeah, just simply that's simply why I don't want to get too drunk too fast and have to shut down the stream early. So I was thinking more like cuss words to keep me in my mouth in line, because that is one thing that happens when I drink more is my sailor mouth comes out. Yeah. Drunken Kibby is a different Kibby, which is why a lot of people like Drunken Kibby, but that's also why I keep Drunken Kibby in check. Maya gets out of the folder. Maya, get out of the folder you're in and go up to the main manuscript. There you go, Maya. There's the directions. There's the instructions for you. That'll help you with that. Since so there you go. Thank you so much, Carrie, for helping her with that and answering that question. Jack says he's gonna have a cute dog. We don't want to kill her. What? Yeah, see the drunk word being the, yeah, you'll kill me. Consider, oh wow. So how many times do I say the word the? Is that like me in the word because I've had people point that one out to me too. Oh wow. It's a popular, I had a feeling I've heard of it before. I just don't use it. And that's why I'm not familiar with it. So I usually make a new folder for each chapter. Yeah. Yes, Carrie was faster than me. That's okay. My B-day was on the 24th last week. Yours, that is the same birthday as my father, October 24th. If that's really your birthday, that's the same, that's my father's birthday. So that is amazingly awesome, Carrie. That's so cool. And you hit level 51? Girl, young at heart. Young at heart. Because looking at your profile picture, honey, you don't look 51, no. No, good genes. Definitely good genes on that one. And your best friend will be 40 tomorrow. See, I'm just thinking all the cool people in the world are turning 40 and have their birthday around this time. That's all I'm just gonna throw that out there a little bit. I'm just kidding, you guys. But Scorpios are awesome. We're crazy, we're wild, we're weird, we love deep, but yeah, you have to be a certain type to be able to handle a Scorpio, that's for sure. But if you can handle us, we're pretty awesome, and we are good, loyal friends. So, and we don't handle drama and BS. That's the truth of it, though. That didn't work for some reason. Oh no. So Mint, Ghost, and Carrie, if you two can get on it and figure out how to help her a little bit more. Evidently, whatever happened didn't work. So we'll have to figure out how to fix that. I wish I knew. If I knew, I'd be opening it up and fixing it for you right now. I'm sorry. The dog lives in the garage I'll be joining from, and she likes to sit on me when I sit down there, even late at night, and she's probably going to try to lick the phone. That's quite all right. We can enjoy puppy dog lovings and kisses. More than likely, my puppy dog will be coming in too, because depending on when the stream is, that might be the time that he's allowed to be in mommy's room, because usually at night he comes in for a little bit. But we'll see what happens. So if so, we'll just have puppy love together. Love me some Scorpios. Do you? I love me. I love me my Earth signs. That's the truth of it. That's why, like, that's kind of funny because Carrie Ann and Sako are both earth signs, and there are two that are going to be on my stream. That's so funny. But I love me my earth signs. I am 25 and an Aries. We got the young one. Yeah. Well, you know what though is I get mistaken for 25 all the time. That's also kind of why I'm doing this stream, because there's yeah, I've gotten a lot of questions about it. That's the polite way I'm going to put it. So I figured doing a 40th birthday stream would kind of get the message out there of like, hey, this is how old I am. Please stop asking. And it's not really anybody on YouTube. It's actually other places. So Mint Ghost, it worked. Ah! Score. We had a score. We had a score. All right, guys. Since we are winning and we have ended on a champion score of yes, that worked, and I have been streaming for 3 hours, and it is my day off, I am going to go take my meds and relax a little. So this is Kibby Roseland. If you haven't seen me before, welcome. Like and subscribe to my channel. Do the YouTubey things if you haven't already. I thought you were 23 to 25. A lot of people think I'm around that age. And it's actually caused me some problems with some younger, like 18 to 20-year-olds. And I just don't want to deal with it. So that's kind of also why I was doing it, because it's just, no, I'm sorry. Like, I appreciate it. It's flattering, but no. So I am Kimmy Roseland. This is my channel. Come and see me. Again, I stream again on Wednesday. Remember, I am changing the time to a 5 p.m. stream, Central Standard Time, only because Lisa Daly is a god, and I'm not going to step on her toes because she's back streaming on her time. I had so much fun chatting with you guys for 3 hours. This was awesome. I hope to see you all again the next stream. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Keep with karma. This November moon is going to be a good moon as long as you use it to your benefit. Enjoy the Scorpio energy, and I will talk to you all later. Bye. Oh, yeah. End broadcast.